Hi, everyone. Turn off the mute. Turn on the mute. Turn off the sound. Sorry about that. As I continue trying to figure it out, don't know what it is. So, please be patient. Okay? Remember, recaption. I know the caption's not always perfect because the sound may have messed up. You know what I mean? I know my phone worked because I was over at my sister last week. It was good. If anybody around here want to volunteer to help pinpoint what the problem, let me know. Alright, comment down there that I can have you come over and help me. Okay? Alright, now, hi everybody. I'm Reverend Mark Falso of the Lord Club because Ministry. We'll continue with Bless the Nation series. It's gonna be for a long time. Yeah, I'm very patriotic about the United States of America. And I'm Scout for life. Original, true, Boy Scout. Not Scout America. No. No. Boy Scouts gone. Because they're stupid. Because they lost their way. Because right there with the Scout, maybe one of these episodes one of these sermons I'm gonna talk about Scout. Talk about their oath and all that stuff. You'll see proof that they're not supposed to do that. Changing their ways. No. Need to have their integrity. Alright, before we go on, please do like, share, subscribe, notification, and comment. But also, just a prayer request. Need a financial raise to be able to go. If you will listen to my Search for Bride testimony, you'll see what I'm talking about. Only I've totaled all that $29,000. That includes 10% unforeseen cost. And it's probably gonna be over 30 anyway. Anyway, if you have a heart, let me know, and we'll figure out how we contact, and you can help out. All right, like everything yesterday about what a Republican is. I'll say this real quick with you. Latin is Republic. Republic. That's ASL. Which means public affair. But they combine to one word, more English, Republic, without the act. It's combined. Like I said, it goes way back before Christ. They pinpoint to the Roman Republic with the first. But then don't forget the Greek Republic. It means representative. We have we are represented by a representative. That's the form of the government opposing to the monarchy. That's what happened with Rome overthrew the king. And that's what happened with the United States. So now we're going to talk about the United States. Like I said about the statue, remember, the split. Europe Italy, the boot they call that the leg and the heel. Okay, that's the thing with in that vision. And then I made the rubber done wrong. The knee. Yep. Alright, the very long history. The United States, it's part of North America, South America, the America, Western Hemisphere. It all started out with even way back before Columbus, way before the Viking, way before that, the Native Americans. I'm talking about from Canada all the way down to South America. I call them Native Americans. That's because they may have sailed from Europe, Africa, that way, and the politician and Chinese in Russia. That's Siberia. Came right over the land bridge from Russia to America, which is only a few hundred feet away. Those are two islands. It was a time zone. Yep. But it was all glacial back then. Ice age after Noah's Ark. See, when the world was flooded, it's cold. You notice that when you're out in the ocean, it feels cold on a nice hot day. That's why everybody down south loves to the boat. Get cool. And they have to wear a raincoat. A little chilly. That's the way it is. So, because of that, that's why the earth was colder. And that's why the outer circle was really expanded. Far south it's like the Finger Lake. The Finger Lake, the way that's because the glacier was like that. It melted, it became the Finger Lake. I counted more than 5. Goes all the way up to Panther Lake, directly north from Syracuse, New York, all the way over past last what? In Minnesota, the Wisconsin got a lot of lake because the land was very soft there. That made that happen. And the Great Lake, that's all part of the glacial. Of course, when it's freezing, the dirt, it's plowed through. So that means the land bridge between Siberia and Alaska was made possible for people to walk over. You see, this is after the flood. People, because of the language confusion I was talking about yesterday, Jonathan, that's the foundation I'm talking about here. That God confused the language they would spread. And the population grew quickly. You gotta remember, there was no birth control back then. And mankind back then lived to be like 300, 400, 500, 600. Yeah, Noah lived another 150 years after the flood. Only up to 650 years. But before the flood, 900 years. So God promised at that time, I'm going to reduce to 120. That's before God reduced down to 80. 70, 80, alright? So, when they found something, oh, you're taking that land, fine. They keep going, they found it's all ice. These are all ice, and I see the ocean, That's what some people probably said there. We better go over that way. And then they finally found, oh, this down south, perfect, this land. And that's America. And that's how Native Americans settled. So they were first. Then the Vikings. Then the possibility of the Knights Templars came over. There was some poop. I have to say it's possible, okay? Not definitely, but possible. Then Columbus. Now, because with Columbus, that makes it very method of going traveling. Well, he first thought he reached Asia, but he didn't know about the Americas. I'm sure mappers didn't even know about that either. But they knew that was just one big land there. Okay. They thought that means if you're going to go around and get on the other side, we get out to Asia. Nope. Oh, that's a whole new land. After Columbus. And then they see, oh, there's a good opportunity. The land grab by Europe. The originally with Portuguese and Spanish. All that. Then the English and the French. Later on, then the German, the Irish, the Italian, time keep going, then the Russian, and the now it's all getting mixed all up. That's the way time land right up to now, how things all mixed up. Don't forget African too. By slavery first, then by volunteering, you know. But let's focus on the British came here. The reason for that is because after they heard about Columbus and all they made possible, so then people felt they want more freedom because some of the monarchs were not very friendly. They had one period of time, Cromwell movement, with half of the parliament were all Persian. They got rid of Christmas, they got rid of the monarchs. They were starting to form a republican form of government. But after Cromwell's death, they restored monarchs and all these people going, So, and the Dutch, Anabaptists, the Persians, they believe in a republican form of government. And Europe had a lot of them back then. I think it's like 50 different countries were monarchs in 1500. Before that, there were a lot of city-states. Each city-state had their own king. Now, going back for them, it was Roman Empire rule. Remember, I talked about Roman Empire today. When Romans start to collapse because they don't have the money, they have too high tax, made a lot of rich people leave. Down from all. A lot of them here are leaving here too. Alright, so many from like the senators and the rich merchant, wherever they were from, and they had business in Rome, they left. So they started their own city-state. They became their own king. They said, I was the senator of Rome. I'm declaring the king. No, they all lived the king and all that. It became feudalism. Feudalism. It means that it's still monarchy, but the form of government that they still put down the poor, and they force the poor to live out the area. You got the farming, all that. It's sort of like a mixture of monarchy and communism. It's a mix. A lot of people are getting fed up, and they want to bring them by the 1400s. Thanks to Gutenberg for printing the Bible. And the gospel was spread like wildfire. People are discovering the truth. And Martin Luther, too. That's called the Protestant movement. And that started to make people realize they want their freedom. Monarchy put people down. That's why they started wanting to come to America. Because they heard about Columbus' discovery. They realized it's not Asia. There's land. Let's go over there. That's what people were saying. So a lot of them went over there. They even asked permission. Can we go over there? They did with Rogue. But that one mysteriously disappeared. Rogue. Roake. They were very small. They had a hard time. And then all of a sudden they disappeared because some people went back to England to get supplies, medicine, and all that because it's getting a hard time. They need some people. When they came back, where they went? Don't they know about 1604 Jamestown? When they went up to Jamestown, settled there. Because that town down south, I think it's either North Carolina or South Carolina, I can't remember which state, they just disappear. Somebody wrote on a rock and on a tree and point out where. The American who first there figured out where. But those left came back, didn't know about that. Where? Don't know. But they think the Native American had to do with it. Because they found some Native American with blue eyes, brown hair, instead of black hair. They may have interracial marriage or by rape. Let's go on. Jamestown made it successfully. 1604. Then what's the town? Plymouth. I think they originally wanted Jamestown to grow from that point, but they ended up having up in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And then that's how it began. Different states. So the colonial states were 13. And some were really odd. South Carolina was exactly the same shape ever since it was founded. No change. Rhode Island, same way. Connecticut, same way. Delaware and New Jersey, same. No change. But New York State had big change. Pennsylvania expanded out. It gets growing, get all bigger. Florida was still under Spanish. So it was under British America. That's what it was called. British America. With some territory right up to some point. Before Mississippi River. Those are uncharted land. Not even states yet. it was already state under the British rule. Then by 1760, 1770, the Colonial were getting fed up with the current king, the King George, that he didn't really care. He posed higher tax in the United States, British America at that time, British America, posed high tax and lowered over there, doesn't make any sense, and made all the product prices go up from England, United Kingdom. So people here got fed up. Why he focused on America, not Canada, with high tax? Something made him upset or something. So then, time flew by fast. Probably gonna take a few days on that. The history all the way up to today. So then the people got really fed up with all that protest, boycott. Yeah, boycott go that far back, even further, I'm sure. Even Jesus Christ was upset at the money changers in the temple. That's one of the earliest ones, the protest. They even had American man, I repeat, American, Colonial, dressed as Native American. They had Boston Tea Party. They overthrew the tea that was brought over from Britain. Tea was originally from India. It was India with the territory of the British Empire. Colonial America was under the British Empire. Canada was. Australia, New Zealand. God knows where else, too. They've had it. So they overthrew that start of getting major boycott. So that makes the British to send the troop over. Because they think we're getting out of control. Sound familiar? Okay. So what all we do today, it makes no difference. Same, but to our own government. Anyway, so we try to make a many new constitution. It failed. We want to separate it. Then finally we had to do that. Made Declaration of Independence. That's 1776. But 1775, April, I have it here somewhere. Yeah. April 19, 1775, first shot heard around the world. That's the beginning of the Revolutionary War. It fought for 8 years. Remember back then, wars were very different. For a long time. It takes a long time to send troops from another country on a very slow ship. They didn't have plane. Ship. It takes about 2 months to send over. Same way we had our allies, the French, the Spanish, some of the Native Americans, some of them. Portugal. They were all helping us supply weapons, uniform, training, all that. George Washington led. Yeah, he was the main general for the Revolutionary War. It ended at the Treaty of Paris, 1783. And we had the Constitution by then. So they made a very good, very strong Constitution of the United States. It's why the military are trained to know they are to defend the Constitution of the United States. That's what makes this country going and strong. We outlived the Soviet Union. The communism is not right. No. Let's go. We end with the Revolutionary War. Next time, we're talking about right into 1800 in the Civil War. Alright? I'll see you next time. God bless.